link on Discord. Why is Castor asking for a link if he's...
So I think sometimes they like to watch it like during pit stops and shit like that, just to see where everybody is.
Sometimes I just want to punch him in the face.
Was that heard on the stream by any chance?
Yeah, if someone... Yeah, I'm streaming right now. So... Is it raining again? It rained the last time we've been here. It rained the last time. Is it raining? I don't see anything, but is it raining?
Yeah, it's absolutely pissing down.
Oh man, it's raining again in Italia.
That should start in 3, 2, 1, and they're already in up.
So I'm posting the link right now. Feel free to start, John.
Well, we're starting. We're just waiting. Everybody's choosing their setup, so be interested to see if they go wet or dry. So I was looking at the lineup for tonight. They've got 2 races. The first race being fly around, and then obviously race 2, Monaco. So you go from one extreme to the other, the fastest circuit to the slowest.
Yeah, what's your personal opinion on that?
I think I'd rather do Monaco first. I don't envy them doing Italy first and then having to endure 20 laps around the street of Monaco.
It's a hard ending on the evening, right?
It's like if you had the choice between 2 holidays, would you go to the Maldives all inclusive for 2 weeks, or would you go on a day trip to Auschwitz? Do you know what I mean? Which would you do?
Both.
Yeah, well,
within 2 weeks.
Exactly. I've finished the 2 weeks off. It is the equivalent, right? So
no, we have a formation lap. I think we have a formation lap. Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got Juridan on pole, X17, Spaceman on P2. We need some names for these guys. We've got Spaceman P2, Polioni P3, Casto P4, the Silver Pickle in P5. We've got Jim in P6. Oh, Juridan's gone straight over the first chicane.
Interesting way to warm up your tyres there.
Yeah, it's straight over the first chicane. So yeah, sorry, I was saying we've got the 2 Jims in P6 and P7. Chappie's been DQ'd already, so he'll start the wet Grand Prix on cold tyres, which is not really what you want.
Perfect way to go into turn 1.
Desert Rat in P8, Would You Rather P9, our double winner from the last race, the one and only Raisin in P10, Hilltrain P11, Baltex P12. So 2 McLarens starting side by side. Hilltrain has just been disqualified.
As Daddy Pig is, so there must have been a collision. Yeah. Oh, Juridan still warm up his tyres in the gravel.
Juridan has spent more time in the gravel on his warm-up lap than he has on the track.
I'm actually surprised he hasn't been disqualified from the session just by driving lines that are not there.
I'd be interested to see if any of these guys have. I mean, I think they're all starting on inters, aren't they? They are all on inters, I believe.
It seems a bit like Juridan wants to win this race on the formation lap. He has a gap. He's going for it.
Yeah, everyone's starting on the inters. So obviously, when I said it was absolutely pissing down, it's not that bad. But so Juridan's car has been taken control by the computer. So it's the greatest line it's ever been all the way around this. He's barely made it round.
It would be very interesting to see if the weather clears up, maybe mid-race, and we have some laps at the end of the race on the dries, maybe. And see who's going for which strategy. They're just staying out or going on maybe softer mediums.
We've got no idea what the weather's going to be like in the future of the race. They do, but we haven't got a clue. So it's predictions, Spalax. Do you think Raisin can make it out from P10 up to the front?
Well, yeah. As Raisin is always a favorite for the win. Oh, he left the session. There must have been some connection issues. That's critical for him. But. Yeah. Normally, I would say Raisin could win that. Would You Rather also very, very quick, and don't forget about Corleone and Casto.
Yeah, they've had some strong races this season. The pair of them. I've just sent Raisin another invite.
Oh, a Merc has gone Raisin.
Raisin has
Raisin
joined.
seems... Yeah, but Raisin's... the jump site seemed like, but there must have been some connection issues. The game is again playing tricks on us as Duradon is losing the start, going from P1 to P3, and we have a lot of cars. We already have got a safety car. Raisin is five seconds ahead. Look at that.
Is Raisin in another lobby? Did Raisin... I mean, what's happened here? We've got cars off track.
I don't know.
Wings flying everywhere.
It's cringe again. What happens here? Man, Coat Masters is playing tricks on us again. I
think it might be. I mean, Raisin just started a different race.
Do you also have Raisin on P1 on your screen?
Yeah, Raisin P1.
Okay. I thought it was my connection.
I wouldn't even know how far ahead he is. I mean, he's got an interval 4.5 seconds ahead.
Yeah, it's a bit strange. I also couldn't see if there is a virtual, or it must have been a virtual safety car, as we're green again.
Green flag, yeah, we're back green flag.
So as it stands right now, Raisin is leading the race in front of Spaceman, Castor France, Duradon, Golden Pickle, Coleon, Would You Rather, Prolova, Lil Jim, Chappie in P10. We already have 4 guys with penalties, with Castor France, Golden Pickle, Chappie and Boltex King, and my first prediction is that they have 5 seconds because of a collision under the safety car, maybe under the virtual one, and Duradon is losing places. Corleone also lost a few. He's going up to 5th now. Would You Rather made up 2 places, yeah, from 9 to 7.
Yeah. CDM's out of the race. DNF for CDM, I've just noticed. Boltex King has got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That's a rookie mistake. That is a rookie error. The Boltex King must have had damage in the turn 1 incident.
Yeah, maybe he made contact with CDM and that's why CDM is out, but that explains, of course, the virtual safety car.
Yeah, indeed.
It seems like the conditions aren't that good. It's not raining heavy, they are on the inters, but a lot of cars are just going a bit wide, as we are now on board with Corleone behind Golden Pickle. Raisin still in P1, but his car is ghosted, so it's very, very likely that there is a connection issue. That's very unfortunate for him, as the rule is who disconnects and doesn't join during the race is just disqualified from the race. It's very, very harsh, especially at this point, but it is what it is. But yeah, look at Chappie. Look at Chappie. From 19th to 9th.
Yeah, he's flying through the field. Chappie is behind a few. There's 3 or 4 of them going down the straight. Would You Rather, Little Jim. Would You Rather's into the pits. We have another driver into the pits. Raisin's rejoined. He'll be rejoining, still in the lead.
Yeah, let's see what Would You Rather's doing in the pits. Maybe a wing change.
This early in the race, I mean, they're all starting on inters. Inters should go the full duration. We should get some drivers not pit at all. Of course, in wet weather conditions.
Golden Pickle had an incident. Golden Pickle has lost an amp plate on the front, on the right side of his wing, and is down to P10 right now. He lost a few places there. And look at Chappie, that lucky bastard. He's up to 7th right now.
Chappie making his way up the field. He's after driver of the day.
He's flying. He's right behind Duradon, who has some problems. Yeah, he has some problems. And Chappie seems to be, as you said, flying here, trying to overtake. He's overtaking him. Solid move down the straight onto Ascari. Up to P6. What a race by Chappie.
A little further up the field, we've got Castor France in P3 right behind Spaceman. He is right behind Spaceman. The Corleone in tow as well, and then just down the back straight, you can see the rest of the guys. You can see Little Jim, Chappie.
Oh, Spaceman had a big wobble through Parabolica and lost the place to Castor, and Corleone is recovering from the start, as he went down to P6 or 7, I think, is now up to P4 again, making up some time. And Spaceman got Castrofrance back on the straight and Corleone right behind them. That's a very tricky battle between Castle, Spaceman, Corleone for P2, as the ghosted car of Raisin, or maybe Raisin is back, is now lead of 6.8 second lead in front of Casto and the Red Bull.
Spaceman still all over the back of P2 of Casto, all over the back of him.
Yeah, we also have a spicy battle between Chappie and Prolova. Prolova in his Force India Racing Point MP7 behind Chappie.
It's hard to think we're not going to have a pink car on the grid next season, isn't it?
Yeah, but man, it will be, fortunately, it will be British Racing Green.
British Racing Green.
That would be beautiful. That would be beautiful. Sometimes when the camera angles are changing, it seems like, oh, there it is. There, I wanted to say, it seems like at places, it seems like there's no rain, and then we have corners where a little bit more rain is on, but right now it's still raining. Right now it could be just the time to pit as DRS is activated. That's normally
DRS is
a sign.
It's a P2.
They're all staying out.
Casto stayed out. Yeah, they're all staying out. Casto stayed out. Spaceman stayed out. Corleone. Chappie stayed out. PR Oliver. D'Acunha, the first to pit.
And Corleone trying to overtake Spaceman into the chicane. Side by side, Corleone had to cut the second part of the chicane a bit. Is losing night time to Lil Jim in P5, who made up 2 positions from the start.
So D'Acunha, how much can he hold on to these? He came into the pits sort of, what was he, P8, P9? Maybe even P10. He came in P10, he's come back out P10.
Yeah, because everybody behind him also pitted. Yeah, that's a very good move by him. He will have clean air. And just tell me, is he on softs or mediums as we have Ed left to go?
Everybody who's pitted is on softs. Everybody who's pitted is on the softs. They've all gone to the softs. The tyre deg around Italy is not, around Monza, it's not great, it's not high. Softs will make it to the end from here.
Yeah, but it will be tricky, just because you're on the soft and the conditions are not that good for softs right now. So you have to just decrease wheel spin and control your car. Maybe lose some time on the first 1 or 2 laps just to get the tires warm and don't have the degradation. That's the word on market.
So Raisin in P1 into the pits. Casto P2, is he coming into the pits this lap? You would think so.
Yeah, he is. They're all coming in. Yeah, and that's a double stack. That's a double stack for the Haas then. And Spaceman seems like, yeah, he overtook Casto into the pits and got a 5-second penalty for that.
Yeah, he hit him.
And Casto also got a 5-second penalty and is waiting there. That's one for the incident report, I tell you right now. As all the guys from P1 to P9 who haven't pitted yet are coming now on. Let's go to D'Acunha to see where he goes.
He's coming down the pit. He's coming down the pit straight now. So remember,
and he's making our places. P8, P7, P6. He's going up. P4.
He's gone up in the world. Up to P4. So he came into the pits in P10. 1 lap later, he's all the way up to P4.
Beautiful strategy. Beautiful
so those
strategy.
Those who stayed out 1 lap longer are unfortunately dropping places to those who came into the pits on lap 5. This obviously is laps into the race. We're halfway through the race now. Raisin still has a huge advantage at the front. Advantage 10.5, 10.6 seconds as it stands. Spaceman, be interesting to see what his penalty is. I know he drove into the pits at high speed behind Casto. Casto seems to have lost a few places as well, but that's more behind those that pitted the lap before.
Yeah, but Spaceman still got the penalty and Casto doesn't, so Casto maybe is going for a 5-second reduction on his time, which is completely understandable after that crash. He was in front, so he did nothing wrong there. But he got now a 3-second time penalty for cutting corners. What happened?
Big crash. Little Jim into Hill Train. Little Jim collision. 5-second penalty. Hill Train is out of the race. This could bring the safety car out.
And that was a have you seen the incident?
Yeah, going through the parabolica.
Is someone Ascari?
Ascari.
Was someone at fault there?
Yes, the 5-second penalty. He lost it. They were side by side going through Ascari. and through the left, through the right, as they came back to go left down the back straight, they hit into each other. Now, I believe we currently have ourselves, we can't see, but
we have a full car safety car. Yeah, we have. And Daddy Pig is pitting again from P14, so he doesn't lose that lot of positions, especially with King Eskimo. Was 12 seconds behind Geranium, about 30 seconds, so he will just lose one position. Got fresh tires on, so maybe he can make something to work from here, but right now it seems like the field is just, of course, getting together here behind the safety car, but we still got Raisin in P1, we got Spaceman in P2, Corleone back to P3, Ticunia, massive jump with the early pit stop into P4, Proliva also gained 9 positions up to P5, Castor France in P6, Chappie still very much there with a gain of 12 positions up to P7. Little Jim.
You have to think of Chappie as well. If Chappie had pitted like one lap earlier, Chappie would be in P4.
He will be in P2, P3. Yeah, absolutely right.
He would have jumped an almighty amount of play. He already has as it is, but you have to feel those that pitted one lap earlier have made the right call.
And it has been all the guys from behind, and Ticunia made the strategy work beautifully.
Beautifully. There's it right into the pits. Another 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. These guys are getting caught out. Of course, we do have the assist on, I believe, in the Scientist reverse grid, where pit lane assist is on. Sorry. So those that get caught speeding in the pit lane, it is their own doing, isn't it?
Yeah.
They've decided upon themselves to put the pit assist off. And here's the first time Raisin has actually seen another car in this race since turn 1. he has been off. He's been 10 plus seconds clear for the majority of this race. Now it'll be interesting to see, are they going to do one more lap behind the safety car, or is the safety car going to come in this lap? Right on board with Raisin. Do the safety car lights go off?
So the incident is clear, but yeah, I would say we only have Geranium live. No, we have 2 cars. We have King Eskimo 13 seconds behind Would You Rather, and Geranium 13 behind Boltex King, so maybe Cody recognized that and just turned the safety car to stay out for another lap. But that means when the safety car comes in on lap 9 on the jump to lap 10, we only have 4 laps, a sprint race with everybody on the soft tire, and that could be a massacre. I'm excited for that.
Well, Daddy Pig Jr. is off track. He is ghosted.
What's he doing?
Off track. I have no idea. I just saw a penalty there for Daddy Pig Jr. He's off track. He's back on track now. Rejoined in P16.
Maybe he lost it out of Ascari or somewhere.
Geranium's trying to catch up with the back of the pack. They should make it still. They're going through turn 1 and turn 2.
Yeah, after the chicane, he should be right at the end of the pack there, as he has the long straight to catch up.
So last week's double winner and this week's current leader of the race with 4 laps to go at the end of this safety car. At the end of this lap is Raisin, P2 Spaceman flying high, P3 is Corleone. We have from P4 Ticunia making up so many places. I'm not sure what Ticunia did. He stop P12, P13 started way down the orders.
P13, yeah.
P4, courtesy of that 1 lap earlier pit stop, which was clearly the right way.
Yeah, both Mercs big in the points. He is Raisin is in P1, Ticunia up to P4. Big points for them.
Big points for the Mercs considering they started. I think Raisin started P9, P10.
Yeah, but we have to rewatch the start as Raisin got off and everybody else was about 4 or 5 seconds behind.
I'm not entirely sure. Obviously, that's got to be some kind of Codemasters error. So safety car lights are off. Safety car is in this lap, so Raisin will slow the pack down to his pace.
Let's just hope there isn't any contact behind Raisin at the restart, as we see a lot of times. That's very unfortunate because you get a 5-second penalty, and maybe
And a broken wing.
a damaged wing. Yeah, you don't need that, especially not when you just got 4 laps to go.
Yeah, you know there's no more safety cars coming out.
Yeah, only maybe a virtual one, but yeah, there's Boltex King and Deseret.
There's big bunching in the midfield.
But Deseret making up the pace. That's a good restart into Parabolica, going on throttle again. But he has Spaceman right behind him. Let's see if Spaceman can make something work. He's not. I think he tries to go on the inside, but he didn't stay in the slipstream as you said. And restart. Prolova. Oh, Chappie losing a position to Lil Jim. Down to P8 for him. We jump right onto the cockpit cam with Chappie behind Lil Jim in P7, Castor France in P6. Let's see if Chappie can make something work from here.
Loving this little battle. P4, PR Oliver, P5 Casto. Sorry, P5 Casto, Oliver, P6 Casto, P7 Little Jim.
Yeah.
Chappie P8, they are
we are on board with Chappie right now through last mode 2. Going on the straight onto Ascari. And the good thing is, John, with the safety car coming in on lap 9 on the jump to lap 10, we will have DRS on the last lap.
We will indeed. In fact, we'll have it. We should have it on the last 2 laps. Lap 12 and lap 13.
You're right, yeah, on lap 12 and 13.
Jim's got a great run on Casto here. Little Jim going down the back straight. On the outside.
This could be a chance for Chappie, who's also under attack by Golden Pickle. Chappie on the inside through Parabolica to defend. Golden Pickle on the outside still. Seems like, yeah, Chappie had no ERS left. Golden Pickle overtaking him onto the straight, protecting his racing line. Yeah, beautiful move by Golden Pickle. And Chappie under attack from DB Coupe in the Red Bull. He's also overtaking Chappie. So Chappie is going down right now. He's down to P10. That's not delicious for him, but
Spaceman up the inside of D'Cunha. D'Cunha's up to P3. You call it. So somewhere along here, Spaceman's lost 2 positions in the last few corners. Spaceman down to P4. D'Cunha's up to P3. We have 2 mercs.
That Boston has some balls.
He does. D'Cunha's having a great race. Raisin still in P1. He's 2.7, 2.6 seconds clear of Corleone in P2. D'Cunha having the race of his life in P3. The top 3, incidentally, none of them have penalties.
That's crucial. That's absolutely crucial. And it's crucial that it stays like that, especially for Corleone to not get a penalty with D'Cunha just 1 second behind him. And also for D'Cunha, but he's kind of safe because Pro Oliver behind him has a penalty. And he's just half a second behind D'Cunha, so maybe down the straight he's under attack.
So
let's see how that plays out.
Spaceman, this is tight. Spaceman, Casto, who breaks the latest? Oh, Spaceman goes deep. He won't make the corner. He's hit into the side of Casto. 3 second time penalty for Vortex King. He's had a few of them.
On Pro Oliver's right behind D'Cunha. D'Cunha, no ERS left. Oh!
Golden Pickle into the wall. Golden Pickle into the wall. He's ghosting. He's in the wall.
That's not beautiful.
That is not beautiful. My advice to him right now is make it to the end. Make it to the end.
Yeah.
Vortex King, the fastest lap of the race, 120.9. It's a good time.
Chappie down to P11 right now.
Well, Chappie must have been involved in that accident with Golden Pickle. I'm not sure.
I hope not.
Oh, D'Cunha's lost the position.
Yeah, to Pro Oliver.
Yeah, Oliver. However, with penalties, you'd expect D'Cunha, as long as he can hold out without getting a penalty, he should make that position.
How many penalties does Pro Oliver have?
I'm trying to have a look now. Let me see if I can find out how many they have. Penalties. So we have PR Oliver, 3 second penalties. Casto, 3 second time penalty. Little Jim, 5 second time penalty. DB Coupe stands to gain potentially up to P4 here. He doesn't have any penalties and he's within a couple of seconds of PR Oliver.
And D'Cunha's trying to go on Pro Oliver with DRS on the inside into the chicane.
He's made it.
Side by side. Beautiful racing. Oh, he's cutting him off. That was an aggressive move, but he made it stick.
Pierre Oliver, good safe driving behind you. The space was not going to be left.
And Castro's coming. Castro is right behind Prolova, and it seems like the boys have all used the ERS already. Just to defend. Chappie up to P10 right now. Spaceman down to P11. He must have some problems. Maybe wing damage for him, because he's going down and down. Raisin still in P1. 5 seconds in front of Corleone.
You wouldn't expect Raisin to have any problems from here.
He's Deseret out of the race.
Desert right out of the race.
He was in the points. Chappie going up to P9 because of that. As Raisin is going.
Eskimo under attack by Pickle. Pickle is this is going to end in tears. This is going to end in tears.
As Raisin crosses the line in Monza to snatch the win. P1 for Raisin, a beautiful drive. Corleone in P2, going across the line right now.
Oh,
Corleone!
Corleone has won the race. What has happened?
What the fricko? Corleone won Monza.
Corleone has won Monza by.
I didn't see a penalty next to Raisin's name.
Raisin had nothing next to his name.
Woo.
Wow.
Woo.
I'm just gonna check that race director right now because something unbeknown to us.
So Corleone, the king of the drugs, won in Italy.
What has happened?
Raisin in P2, D'Cunha P3, DBQ P4, as you've predicted. Oh man, that's crazy.
That's
happened? Insane.
I'm not entirely sure what's just happened there. Are we watching a different race to the rest of them?
I don't know what happened there.
So we'll give a little run through there. Wow, look at
Corleone won the race.
Corleone in the middle of the top step of the podium.
I think that's his first win. Beautiful. Congratulations.
Outstanding. Outstanding race.
A calm and cool, collected drive.
What on earth happened there? There was 0.06 seconds.
No.
P1 and P2. 0.06. So somehow Corleone wins the race. Raisin's still going to be happy with P2. Whatever happened on that final lap, I do not know. Raisin P2, D'Cunha P3. So look, Merck P2 and P3 moving up the field. DB Coupe from P15 up to P4. Great race. Would you rather P5? Pierre Oliver P6. Those penalties dropped him down. There's a few guys who moved up the order with no penalties. Castro France P7, Little Jim P8, Chappie. Eventful race in the end, finishes P9.
Yeah, but beautiful by him, 19th to 9th.
Lovely, 19th to 9th. Spaceman did not have a good race, down in P10. Juradan outside the points after starting on pole. He's not going to be happy with that. Golden Pickle looked to be in the wars, certainly had a bad finish. Eskimo.
Yeah, Eskimo P15, I think behind him, Germanium. What an eventful race here in Italy, John.
Very eventful race. Very eventful race. Interesting.
And the most spicy one is just coming up.
I know, the spice level's just about to go from up the periometer, should I say. we just had a medium spice, now we're on to extra hot because Monaco's coming up next.
Yeah, so we're just finishing the stream for now. We're back in about 5 minutes, so feel free to join for a race in Monaco. See you in a few minutes, guys.